Facing a rapidly worsening economic crisis, Sri Lanka now verges on a complete collapse in its people's trust and confidence in the system. With everything unfolding around us, I asked economist at Frontier Research Chayu Damsinghe what our immediate priorities are.
One key thing that we need right now is some sort of political system that can inspire enough confidence in the people that economic reforms can go ahead. And these economic reforms will include continuing talking to IMF, but in specifically what that means is actually getting an interim budget passed. It's about dealing with the revenue shortfall that the government has in terms of the tax side. It's about continuing our conversation with our debt restructuring, and then talking to our bilateral creditors, multilateral creditors, try and get some bridging finance. These are things I think there's a broad consensus on. The issue is who can actually get this implemented with public buy-in and public backing. And that's, I think, where the political solution really comes in and ties into it. Because unless we get these reforms through and we actually implement these reforms, not just know that they need to be done, then we can get some sort of solution over the next few months, and then moving on into next year, start to actually think about a recovery.
And Chayu, what would be the IMF sentiments right now?
The IMF would obviously want some sort of political solution, some form of political stability. But I think it's also important to recognize that in the previous situation, let's say a week ago, while there might have been some sort of parliamentary consistency in terms of the parties in power, there was not a lot of public backing. Now you're moving right now in a situation where there isn't a lot of political stability. We hope that changes very soon. But afterwards, we need both political stability and also that public backing. And that is where I think the IMF would look at it in the sense you want both a politically stable system, but also a system that can actually implement policy reforms. So I think that will be a key part of how the IMF looks at it, so that in the months moving forward, these actual economic reforms can actually be implemented.
Keep us on your radar. Subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
Making all your new goals in life a reality is why our strength is your strength. With 12 billion rupees worth of customer benefits in 2020 and a life insurance fund worth over 100 billion rupees, our strength is your strength. You focus on your goals. We will take care of the risks. Ceylinco Life.